back, everyone. I've had a request by several friends to post a video on how I make limoncello. So it's that time of year. My lemon tree is loaded. I have a Meyer lemon tree with some beautiful Meyer lemons. And so I'm going to show you, this will take a while because it is a process. And I'll show you now the first part, and then I'll be adding on as the process goes on. So first of all, to start with your limoncello, you use Everclear or 100 proof vodka. The idea is to use as high a proof grain alcohol. You don't want flavor because you want the flavor of the lemon to come through. So 100 proof vodka, you don't want an expensive one, you want as little taste as you can, or Everclear. Everclear is a grain alcohol and it's a higher proof because you're going to be diluting it down the line. So I've made it using all 100 proof vodka. I've made it half and half, Everclear, half 100 proof vodka, or all Everclear. This year I decided to go straight Everclear. So you're going to start with a jar, and then you're going to put your alcohol, whatever you choose, into the jar. Because you're going to be infusing the lemon into the alcohol. And you're going to get all the oils from the lemon peels into here. So when I make a batch, I use 2 bottles of alcohol to about 15 lemons. So there's my alcohol. Then I'm going to take my lemons. I forgot to get my peeler. Hang on. And I'm going to peel the lemon zest. You want as little pith as you can get. So here's my peeler. I'm going to take my lemon and I'm just going to make a peel. Peel off all the skin. And then save those lemons. Oh, I can smell the lemon. The oils from the lemon. It smells so good. And I really like it with these Meyer lemons. So now, here's the thing. You want as little pith as you can get. The pith being the white part, because the pith is where the bitterness is. So what I do is I take my peel and I take a knife and I scrape the white. And then I just wipe it on a paper towel. And then I take that peel and throw it in there. Then I scrape my lemon and go to the next one. It's just a time-consuming process because you have to peel and scrape. If you leave the pith on, then you're just going to get a bitterness to the cello. And if you like that, that's fine. I don't. So this is the first step. Taking your skins, as little pith as possible, just scrape it off and put it into your jar. And once the jar is full, then you want to leave the lemon in the alcohol for, I like to leave mine about 6 weeks because I want to get as much of the oils as I can. But one way of telling when you've got enough lemon in there is you'll see the alcohol starts to turn yellow, and also the peels will get dry and brittle because all the oil has been leached out of it and infused into the alcohol. At that point, it's ready. I've had mine on the peel as long as a year because I made way too many batches because I had a lot of lemons and I just kept making more cello. And so by the time I got to the end of mine, I was tired of it, had no room to put more limoncello, had no more bottles, so I just left it soaking. And it made a really good batch, even though it was a whole year sitting there. Also, every now and then you want to shake it up with the top on so that it doesn't go all over the place. And let that the peels mix in with the vodka or the Everclear. So this is the first step, and you'll go through, like I said, I use about 15 lemons, depends on the size of the lemons, to 2 bottles of alcohol. And then I will be back with the second part. I had one more thing I wanted to go over before I leave until 6 weeks. If you use a thicker skinned lemon and you're able to peel it really lightly, it's possible you won't have to scrape it. Even now, sometimes I get a lemon like this and it doesn't have pith on it basically. So then you don't need to scrape it and it'll go right in the jar. So now I've gone through all my lemons and I'm just going to give it a stir in the alcohol, and you can see how many lemons it fills up and takes up all that alcohol. Then I'll slap the lid on it and just put it away. Every now and then I'll give it a shake to mix it up. Then I have all these lovely lemons, and I am not going to let the juice go to waste. See, oh, they're so good. So I will be juicing these lemons. Now some people, most people, when they make limoncello, they just make a simple syrup and mix the two together. I use the lemon juice from the lemons to make my simple syrup, so it gives it that more intense, tangy lemon taste, which I personally like. So I will be juicing these lemons, and then I'm going to put them in a container in the freezer. That way the juice stays fresh, and then I'll defrost it and make my simple syrup out of it. So I will be back in February.